Hello, this is Keiko. I had a question from a subscriber basically about how to be a new player and be successful, and how to build a bot that can actually function when you're brand new, until you're able to get bigger guns and just kind of cooler stuff. So I put this together here. I apologize. I thought that I had recorded the building of this bot. It only took about 5 or 10 minutes. But basically, you can get all of these items fairly easily. They're all the sprinter legs. I put 3 sprinter legs on, and I put 3 on because they're lower level sprinter legs. So I want to get some extra health, and that way they have to knock out at least 3 legs before you're immobilized. Also, did mid-level SMGs and mid-level healers. There are about 10, I think, SMGs on here, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 12. I also use the only high level thing I put on here are the jets. And what I do typically with sprinter legs is I put jets on the back. You don't have to have high level jets. You could put just a bunch of lower level jets on the back. But I like to have the extra mobility, the extra jumping, and then I put them on the back for extra health. They basically act as shields, but they're functional. So as you can see, the bot is very simple, very basic. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just showing you how, if you're a new user, to just kind of check and see if you have space to put new weapons. And as you can see, it doesn't quite fit there, but you could easily make that work. Just extend that out a little bit, and boom, you could pop on 2 more healers. With this bot, I think the CPU is around 1287, 1286, something like that. So you're basically, to me, 3 of the blue menders, the blue healers, the nano menders, to me is an optimal number. And probably 10 of the SMGs, so when you're in battle you don't get crippled if they shoot some guns off. You're pretty much always got weapons available. I like to shield up front if I'm going to have a bot like this. And then I like to use forward facing jets along with the rear jets, the upward facing jets, so that you can get good jumping, good lift, and good speed. And you'll see even with this bot, even with the cheaper sprinter legs, you'll see it's pretty quick. So again, this is just kind of showing you how right there you could add some smaller level weapons, even probably a smaller healer would fit there. It just depends on how you want to deck your bot out, but just showing you how you can do that. And remember, each weapon is health. Each item is health. And so, the more items, I've really gotten into using less shields and more items, because the items are actually functional. In this case, if you look up in the corner, I think the bot is 1.45 million health, I think, and 700 plus thousand shield. I mean, this is a pretty durable bot, and it is cheap. There's not much to this bot, mid-level all the way around. And you could even go lower. I'm going to test it out here. I'm just going to show you. Look at the energy bar. You can fire for days. I mean, essentially unlimited. And you can heal for a good while, especially with the blue level menders that take a little bit less energy. You can just heal. I'm going to show you a little bit about the mobility here. You can see already how well it jumps. After I stumble up here, I think, on this little mountain thing here, I'm going to run up and I'm going to show you what I like to have for my mech bots, what I like to be able to do. And so I usually try to design them like this, but from this level, I want to be able to get to the top of the map. And so, boom, there's a jump with low-level sprinter legs. You jump up again, and now one more jump and you're at the top of the map. So this bot, although it's not a flyer, I have some bots that can literally fly like this. Look what you can do with it. And you can fire again for days, and you can heal for days. So this is a good little bot, and there's not much to it. 5-10 minutes of design. So I'm going to do a battle arena here and hopefully go for the high score, and I'll show you that, hopefully, that a low-level bot like this can actually dominate. Alright, well, we're getting ready to start the battle arena here, and this is the only match I've played with this bot. Like I said, it took me maybe 5-10 minutes to put this thing together. It's a mid-level bot. There's nothing exceptional on this bot, except for those thrusters you see in the back. they're still fairly cheap. And you could put this thing together very inexpensively. Just recycle some parts that you don't use. Its battle starts off a little slow, as they always do. You have to kind of assess who your team is. One of the persons who is watching the video is asking how do you succeed as a new RoboCraft player. And I think it's pretty easy, just kind of common sense. This bot is designed to be a point taker, and it may not be the fastest bot, but with the low-level stuff that's on it, you can see it zips around the map pretty well. And it just is designed to take points, to heal, and to dish out some damage as needed. It is a fairly tanky bot for this type of design. So you'll see here, it dishes out a surprising amount of damage. The team that I had here, not the best team. We end up actually winning, and we get the highest score by far. But you'll see my bot has no business getting the highest score. We deal out, I think, maybe the most or second most damage on the entire team. The team really doesn't have much oomph or firepower, but there are some good, well-designed bots in here and some good players on our team. Is enough to let us win. At the beginning, you're setting up. Where's the other team most strongly defending? You want to get points. You can see up there to the left, nobody has taken that bottom tower to the left. And right now, we're focusing our efforts on the right side, because the right side for us in this game is going to be pretty critical. They heavily defend this area. You don't get to that tower for a long time. So at the beginning here, I'm really questioning whether our team has what it takes to win. So I'm willing to sacrifice myself, and it's kind of a failing of mine in RoboCraft, is that I will sacrifice myself to try to establish these points on the outside, because without them, you're just going to get overrun anyway. So sometimes when I play RoboCraft, I don't get the highest score, for sure, because I'm busy sacrificing myself, dying, and waiting 10, 15, 20, sometimes a minute to respawn. But in this case, you can see we're pretty heavily defending here, and it's just a couple of us. Pretty soon you're going to see there's that healer, this healer bot here in the middle, right next to my crosshairs. This guy saved the day. I think he ended up with nearly 5,000 heal, and he kicked butt. Without him, we wouldn't have won. But you can see we're just trying to establish, we're trying to get up to that right tower, and it's just a couple of us. My guess is that these are some more experienced players. You can see one of them's in a clan, the guy with the healer. This is a critical part of the match. As you can see with this bot, he takes a lot of damage. He gets ganged up on a lot. I mean, he's getting railed, he's getting plasmid. You got SMGs coming in here in a second. He takes a lot of damage. And as you can see, to get some extra points, just whenever you can, heal somebody. It's really good for the team, and it's good for your score. You can see now, there's some holes opening up here. They've got most of their team on this right side, and they are trying like crazy to establish their dominance and take this tower. And I think they did it one time, and that would be the last time they did it. There I sacrificed myself again, but you can see it was pretty well ganged up on. In just a few seconds here, we'll come out. Eventually, we're going to venture to the left side of the map, and that's going to turn the tide in this match. We secure the towers over there, we knock them out, basically knock several bots out, making their respawn times, basically kind of taking half their team out on the left side, and during that period we're able to go over and secure the tower and get their shields down, and move in and utterly decimate their opponent's position. So as you can see here, look at the damage this bot deals. You have other bots running from it. These are mid-level SMGs, just a crap ton put on there, so that when they do shoot off some of your SMGs, you don't get that diminished rate of fire, because you're almost always going to have that sort of minimal number that you have to have before they decrease your rate of fire. So you can see here, we're trying to heal. I don't remember if we saved this guy or not. You can see the other healer bot. Yeah, he's saved. might have ended up getting taken out. But look at the damage that we're dealing here. We just chased the guys out of our basically front line. That healer bot is zipping around. He's my hero this game. And the speed that this bot has, even though it's not ideal, certainly it might be up to 170 miles an hour. I would really like to have a 200, 210 mile an hour bot running around taking points. You don't have to have it as long as you play smart. And I think after this you're going to see me play a lot more smart. I can kind of tell the dynamics of the team, and I can kind of tell here what I'm going to be capable of doing now. So pretty quickly here, you're going to see us go to the left side, and we're going to take that left side out. It's going to free some stuff up. Excuse me. In the meantime, we just got to keep plugging away. And this bot is going to deal out a lot of damage with those mid-level SMGs. They're still pretty heavily fortified over there, but now we've got people on our team saying, get the heck over here. Right? That's what those little purple things are. So what do? I go ahead and go to the left because I can tell our tower's being attacked. And we cannot lose that. We have to keep that left side open. It's only one tower. So we go over here, we take this bot out, and that healer bot is over here helping us. And we take another bot out, and you can see, just chewing away. You would not think that this type of bot could do this. Now we have another bot, and he's gone. That's 3 bots now that are off the playing field for them. That gives our team at least 10 seconds of breathing room. And so now, we just sit over here, see if they make any kind of push. You can see there's an air guy sitting in their shield. He's not doing much. Look at the distance here. We take this guy. We're going to end up killing this guy, and then we're going to push right. But this guy, all the way across the map, our little SMGs just decimated him. And he's trying to get away. And in this little push left, we now have 4 bots taken off the battlefield. Okay, that is big. You don't really think about it, but even if it's just 10 seconds respawn time, these bots aren't in there helping. And now you can focus your efforts on the other bots, like our team is doing right now. And I think pretty quick here, there they took that tower, but it was kind of a suicide run. We're going to go take this tower, and we're going to have a pretty clear path on the right side now. And that right side again is the key. I'm just going to sit here from a distance, and I'm going to pick apart this tower as best I can from a distance. And maybe even get some pot shots in on some other guys. They're coming at me, you can tell. The other teams usually recognize the bots that are doing the most in the game, and they kind of start focusing their energy on that. In the meantime, we just keep plugging away. We're under shielding here. We've got plenty of health to take when people start attacking us from behind like that. And you can just see the other team members are now kind of getting it. They're making that push for the right. And now we've pushed them back. Just our little bot alone pushed those 2 other bots back. And now we just come in, and now that we're overclocked more, we can take towers, big points like crazy. You'll see this tower falls pretty quickly. Got to help out our teammate here. And look at that, from a long distance. Everybody's able to just plug away. Now we just take these 4 points here, and crash pretty quick. This guy wants to come in and try to cause some trouble, but there's not much to this guy. And we take him out pretty quick. Pretty much, and now we're free to finish off this tower. And as you can see, other people seem to have trouble taking points. That's why you kind of have to have these little bots that are point takers. In the meantime, we go and we heal somebody. We got another healer there, and now we're free to push to the right. This is the game here. Again, a mid-level bot. Nothing that you would look at and say, oh, this guy's going to dominate the game. They make a little bit of a push here, but there's really not much they can do. Their efforts are focused elsewhere. We've got, looks like we might might have several guys. Yeah, they got 2 guys dead and 1 guy just about to die. And we got 3 teammates here now. I'm free to take this point. Probably the one who can chew up the tower the fastest is this bot. So we're just going to take this point, and that's going to be the end of the game, you guys. So for the subscriber that asked a question, this is just one way of designing a very inexpensive mid-range to even low-range bot and demonstrating how you can actually take him and dominate. We lead the team by a significant margin. You'll see, just use cover a little bit. This spot's pretty durable, so just use a little cover, come in, take out a little guys, and just from the distance, look at how you can pick apart. You just pick apart that plutonium crystal. And recently they lowered the health on the crystals anyway. So you come in, and we've got what, 3 guys in here, 2 guys actually. And I'm just going to chew apart the middle. Chew apart the middle. Don't just take out the bottom. And chew apart the middle. You can get large chunks that fall off. You can see that here. Now you just start going up. And then you can even go down. And now you can start to see chunks fall off. This thing goes fast. Just a few of us back here. The other team does not have time to recover. They can't even mount defense back here. I don't think I took a single shot back here. And this is going to end. Been about 2 seconds here. There it goes. And you'll see here, we just shot, I think, the 2nd most damage. We have the highest score. We had some decent healing. But our bot ended up being probably the 2nd most powerful bot on here. So that's how it can be done. Doesn't take a lot of skill, honestly, just some strategy and playing smart. And you can see here, I think we get a plutonium crystal, or excuse me, a plutonium crate for being the leader on the team. And we'll end up getting, here it is right here, we get an epic shield, and we're going to recycle that. That's 24,000 coins, and that's pretty much what this bot cost. The sprinter legs and the weapons probably. So that's it for now. I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you have a great day.